Outro. We can't go on. We can't go on. It just repeats that. So coming to grips, coming to terms, reality about the relationship. We can't go on anymore. We shall go on in this embrace. We so can't go. We shall go on in this embrace. We can't go on. Repeats that again. Of course, we can't go on living this way. We can't go on. Okay, she's adamant. We can't go on. If I'm the guy on this, I'm like, all right, okay, I get it. We can't go on.
It's showtime, folks.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. This is where I get into music. Yeah, it's what I do on this channel. I love it. I'm passionate about music. Um, yeah, probably no more than a lot of you out there right now, and so much of you out there right now staring at me. Um, no more than I do. But that's the spirit, and that's the reason for this channel. So I can discover more. I have an insatiable appetite right now uh, to listen to more music out there um, than like the stuff that I've been sort of imprisoned with, over the years, just kind of confined to the same old, and that was a while ago. I think I broke out of that now, for a while where I could say, hey, I am like open-eared for anything. Um, yeah, pretty eclectic too. I mean, I'm not boasting anything like that, but thank God, I'm thankful for that. And so I'm using this channel as a vehicle, and I will get to why we're here today. Yeah, Greg, yeah, that's all nice. Just get to the cut to the chase, talk about like what we're seeing in the title right now. So yeah, and that's I'm gonna butcher this name, right? I mean, I'm gonna say Bonobo, and it's probably Bonobo or Bonobar, right? I don't know, but and I believe it's a group, right? I don't know how many are in there. It might be a couple of guys or so like that, but because I know it's like an electronic sounding band or group. I've heard some of this stuff already. I couldn't give you song titles because I suck at song titles. Um, but yeah, but the keeper. So this is Arthur Woolwill from my Kofi site. Arthur, you've been amazing over the last year and a half or so like that with some really, really great song requests. So you're giving me again a group that I know, but I really couldn't give you song names. So the keeper, it could be one that I know. So we'll just get into it and we'll just have to find out, right? So here we go. Will it be a keeper? Cool xylophone. Ah, the way the guitar and bass dropped in.
I know she said that I don't need her, 'cause every time I call, she's sitting sweeter. But when I know she said to keep near her, but I'm feeling cold and I must leave her. Sat down here with my head hung down and I just seem to find a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left behind. Sat down here, best intentions, nothing said, nothing lied. A bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left inside.
I love her voice, smoky, uh, some sexiness there. Reminds me of a singer from like the late 90s, early 2000s, Alana Davis. I think that's her name. Yeah. Yeah, this song is like it's entrancing, you know, hypnotizing. Really is. Um, I'm feeling like I'm losing myself in the song. Yeah, beautiful. Well played, well sung. Her cadence, yeah.
My heart's contained. I say that to please her. Happiness is on her face. It's not mine that greets her. Only my disgrace to admit I need her. But we all fall from grace. Dust me down and keep her. Sat down here with my head hung down, and I just seek to find a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left behind. Sat down here, best intentions, and nothing said, nothing lied. A bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left inside.
Love songs with hand claps.
In this rain, 'cause we can go on living this way. We don't want the need to make. 'Cause we can go on living this way.
Sing it. Mm. Oh, what a great end. I love that. Everything kind of just filled in right there in the last minute or so. That was so good. Kind of gave me a 07 vibe, really, especially towards the end. Yeah. Wow. That is a playlister. Oh, man. Arthur. Great song. Let me pull up some information and gather my thoughts together a bit more on the other side. So, right off the bat, before I get into the song and all like that, so this group, it's not a group. That's the thing. It's one guy. And pulling information, I see that it's one person. So I made a mistake on the other end saying it was a group. I thought because they play like electronic music again, not they, he. Uh, so I kind of just sort of associated like a Massive Attack type of project like that. So anyway, so that's one thing. And then Andrea Trier, she is that beautiful voice that you hear throughout the song. I neglected to mention her on the other side in the even though Arthur, you mentioned her, and of course you see her right there, right next to the song title. in the video. So, and Andrea's voice was so beautiful. So we'll get that out of the way. And to say that, wow, this was definitely a keeper. Absolutely. Um, yeah, I mean, where do I begin? Um, well, I'll begin with the beginning. That was really nice, and the xylophone that came right in, that was really cool. What was even cooler is how the guitar and the bass then joined in and fleshed that out. So that was a really nice start. And then Andrea comes in, and oh man, and I loved her cadence too, her delivery. Yeah, that was really cool. She reminded me, so Alana Davis, I think that's her name. Um, and she was again like in the late '90s, early 2000s, and I think she sang a song called "One Day." I think I actually have it on my iPod. I can go check it out right now. But who's going to waste time, right? It's like get to the point. I'm scattered today. Sorry. Um, and I mean, I just lost myself in her voice. I really did. I mean, by that time, I guess the song and her vocals, I was pulled in. I was pulled in. It was kind of just like, an astronaut in space, and just kind of twisting and turning around and doing all those loops. Really. Um, it was really like that in sort of riveting, pulled me in. It had me, didn't let me go. Um, and then the hand claps came in. I love hand claps, from the Who right there. I mean, anytime a group, a song, starts doing the hand claps, that is, and yet they usually do that because the producer, I mean, I don't know, they're feeling it. The producer says, hey, why don't you do that? Guys, get back into the microphones and, lay a track down with just your clapping, because it's at that point, it makes sense to put the claps in. Uh, so yeah. Um, and then towards the end, again, 0 7. I know I'm echoing a lot of stuff that I said during the thing, but just yeah, 0 7 vibe. That ending, that was a great ending. It just everything came like full circle. And it was just everything was meshed and fleshed in, and just it was so I love that ending. It's actually I'm addicted to it right now because I can't wait to go back to the song. Because I love when songs kind of like when they have that payoff, you know, elements here and there throughout, and then right here, the last, before you go, boom, we're gonna have this was the latest on you, and they did. And again, a 0 7 vibe. I like that band a lot. Project group, you have sort of rotating of female singers, but I think musicians behind the scene are usually the same. Um, and the bass was good. The bass was like unsuspecting. Like if you weren't paying attention, I mean, it was only kind of, it was, well, I you had to like pay attention because it was like the bass was there, like it wasn't behind the scenes, it was kind of right there. I guess what I really mean to say is that you would think that it wasn't doing anything crazy, and it wasn't. But the bass notes, the way they were constructed, and it led the song. It was the signpost that like guided the song to where it had to go. It was really good. Again, in a very not unsuspecting, but just in a very minimal way. It was minimalist, right? But so effective. Yeah. And again, I can't say enough about Andrea and her singing. Arthur, that's like your trademark. It really is. I mean, a lot of your songs over the last several months now, you've been actually requesting for over a year now. Wow. And a lot of your songs are, highlighting these beautiful uh, female singers, you know? Yeah. Wow. So talk about hand clap right back to you, Arthur. How'd you like that? Huh? It's pretty good. So I got some information pulled up about Bonobo or Bonobo. Or, I wish I kind of knew. I should have actually went into YouTube and heard someone talk about the band, and then I would know. From Brighton, England, 1999 through present. His name is Simon Green, and electronica, down tempo, new jazz, trip hop, world music. Simon, stage name Bonobo is a British musician, producer, DJ based in Los Angeles. Ah, okay. He debuted with a trip hop aesthetic and has since explored more upbeat approaches, as well as jazz and world music influences. His tranquil electronic sound incorporates the use of organic instrumentation and is recreated by a full band in live performances. Okay. All right. So he's doing it all in the studio, and then he's got the studio musicians who come out and tour with him. He's gained a cult following and collaborated with a variety of other artists. And so this song album is called Black Sands 2010. That's his fourth album. And he debuted actually in 1999. So he goes back that far. Let me get into, and her name is not Andrea, it's Andrea. My apologies, my sincerest apologies on that. And the last name, I think I said Trier. It's Triana. So I really butchered. My apologies again. Andrea Triana. Uh, but she was that good. I need to get into her bio a bit. This is from Wiki, British singer and songwriter, Red Bull Music Academy alumna. Okay. Hailing from Southeast London, her debut album, Lost Where I Belong, released in September 2010 on London based record label Ninja Tune. The album was produced by British musician DJ Simon Green, aka Bonobo. The album was later labeled as Best Album of 2010. Ah, it's beautiful. By Charles Aaron of Spin. Okay. Another hand clap. Genuine. Um, Second album, Giants, released in May 2015, peaked at number 59 in an official UK albums chart. Wow. So she's got some career. Okay. So cool. So let me get into the lyrics. And what was she singing about? So here we go. Sat down here with my head hung down, and I just seemed to find a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left behind. Sat down. So she's sitting down, she's reflecting. Sat down here, best intentions, and nothing said, nothing lied. A bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left inside. Outro, we can't go on, we can't go on. It just repeats that. So coming to grips, coming to terms, reality about the relationship, we can't go on anymore. We shall go on in this embrace. We so can't go. We shall go on in this embrace. We can't go on. Repeat that again. Of course, we can't go on living this way. We can't go on. Okay, she's adamant. We can't go on. If I'm the guy on this, I'm like, all right, okay, I get it. We can't go on. We'll be like one. No need for names. We can't go on because we can't go on living this way. That's it. I gotta get back to the beginning here. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. So it starts off, I know she said that I don't need her because every time I call, she's sitting sweeter. Oh, and I know. Okay. And so it starts off, I know she said that I don't need her because every time I call, she's sitting sweeter. Oh, and I know she said to get near her, but I'm feeling cold and I must leave her. Chorus, sat down here with my head hung down. I just seemed to find a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left behind. Sat down here, best intentions, nothing said, nothing lied. A bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left inside. Verse 2, and my heart's content. I say that to please her. Happiness is on her face. It's not mine that greets her. Only my disgrace to admit I need her, but we all fall from grace. Dust me down and keep her. And chorus again, sat down here with my head hung down. And I just seemed to find a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left behind. Seems like in reflection here, what is this person actually doing when it comes to this relationship? I'm not getting it. Sat down here, best intentions, and nothing said, nothing lied, a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left inside. And then the outro, we can't go on. And it repeats that a lot. We can't go on. We shall go on in this embrace. That's mixed in there with a lot of we can't go ons. Because we can't go on living this way. Again, mixed in with a lot of we can't go on. So let me go back to the beginning. I know she said that I don't need her. Because every time I call, she's sitting sweeter. Oh, and I know she said to get near her, but I'm feeling cold and I must leave her. And sat down here with my head hung down. I just seem to find a bit of peace, a bit of love, a bit of something left behind. So this person is coming to grips. The relationship is ending. But the other person is saying get near her. She sat down here. I don't know. And my heart's content. I say that to please her. Happiness is on her face. It's not mine that greets her. So what? Is someone else involved? I don't know. I guess maybe I'm looking into this too much. I mean, it sounds like a breakup song. Uh, yeah. Or maybe a relationship that just never really got off the ground. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? I was waiting for something more. I'm actually disappointed. I thought the lyrics were gonna give me a bigger payoff than that. Yeah. But again, I think it's just it probably is the music. It was the vehicle for some really interesting lines. But again, front and center was the music. Yeah. What do you think out there? Am I making too much about the lyrics? I gotta tell you, you know, I'm okay. I'm going back to the song. The song's a keeper no matter what. And to everyone out there, what do you think about Simon? And I'm not gonna say, his stage name. I keep butchering it. But what do you think about Simon and this song? Other songs from him? What's that next one that I should be listening to? So let me know. Put that in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, right? Do all that. That'd be fantastic. Join this growing family going up. And with that said, I'll see all of you on the next episode of Into the Music.